Will 2025 be their year?
Let's start off with the positive.
Is he going to lead or should he lead? My immediate question that comes to my mind.
If Virat says, I want to captain, they're not going to say no.
Is it one last time for Virat?
I think it's totally up to him, but
I want Virat Kohli to lead.
Magnificent catch. Just look at Badri now, diving into it.
Lovely shot. Picks it over the offside. That's a good shot.
Back-to-back boundaries. Hello and welcome to Cric It with Badri. It's another episode of Cric Debate. This video is presented to you by DIVO News. We have our guest Priyatham with us. Hi Priyatham.
Hi Badri, how are you? Thank you.
Your wallpaper and my t-shirt color suggests the team that we are going to talk about. The Royal Challengers Bengaluru. They have been known to be a really good team, but unfortunately the results haven't come their way yet to get their hand on their trophy. Will 2025 be their year? But it starts from the auction, isn't it? They have to do their work in the auctions. Talking about RCB, they've retained only 3 players for them. Virat Kohli, Yash Dayal and Rajat Patidar. 2 youngsters, and otherwise Virat Kohli retained at 21 crores. Is he going to lead or should he lead? My immediate question that comes to my mind. Is it one last time for Virat, the leader? What are your thoughts first? Then I will share my thoughts.
Let's start off with the positive. The positive is they have 83 crores, second highest purse in the auction after the Kings 11 Punjab. So they have plenty of money to play with. And as we said on Cricket with Badri, these were the 3 players we said they would retain, and they retained those players. Now, I saw reports in the media. You can't trust these reports that Virat was very keen to captain. And if Virat says, I want to captain, they're not going to say no. The other thing is they've let Faf go. Now, if they can get Faf back at a lower price, right, 4 crores, 5 crores, then Faf and Virat, I think, had a great equation last year when Faf took them to the playoffs. So Faf has led before. He's led the Joburg Super Kings. He's led RCB.
Okay,
so Faf has led before.
I'm going to ask you one rigid question. Do you personally, being a cricket follower, and I know that you like Virat Kohli, I know that you like RCB, do you want Virat Kohli to lead or do you think Virat Kohli should lead? I just want a crisp answer.
I think it's totally up to him, Badri. Honestly, I don't care one way or the other, because for a T20, I think captain matters, but I think Virat has accepted that he can stay in the background and still control the game and the team. So I don't think it should matter. But if he wants to, he absolutely should.
I'll tell you my perspective or what
Please.
I want. I want Virat Kohli to lead. I'm just being honest out there. I want Virat Kohli to lead, Priyatham, because see, even if you get a Faf, last year he led well, but then I don't think anybody else can, bring the impact that a Virat Kohli can bring. See, another reason I'm thinking is it is one last haul for Virat Kohli. Maybe the last 3 years. Let's give, Virat, 3 years, you lead, you do what you want. We will give you one last go at RCB. I think better late than never, right? You cannot see what have they done. Many captains have led apart from Virat Kohli. Still no trophy. Anyway, there's no trophy. So why not give it to Virat Kohli and give him 3 years freedom? You lead Virat, do what you want. Try to get us the trophy. At least you would have made your effort, right?
Absolutely. And see, the thing is, it's not that RCB didn't want him to captain. Virat said, I'll step away. If Virat had said, I'll captain, he would have captained. But I think he also wanted a break, because after leading India for so long and RCB, he probably felt, okay, let me take a break and play as a pure batsman. And he's had a break for 2 years. So you could be right that he may actually come back and say, I want it, I'm passionate. And we all know he's very, very passionate about anything he does on the field. So for all you know, he may put his hand up and say, even if you get Faf, I'll do it. But if he don't get Faf, the chances go up even more that he will lead. Absolutely.
Yes. Like you mentioned, I also agree with it that if Virat Kohli wants to lead, definitely RCB wouldn't say no, because they have a very good equation, Virat Kohli and RCB. Just to give you some perspective, Priyatham, 3 of the players who have led the maximum number of IPL matches are MS Dhoni, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. Okay, I'll give you the win percentages. MS Dhoni has a win percentage of 58.84, maybe 59. Rohit Sharma has a win percentage of 55, just for 4% less than Mahendra Singh Dhoni. And Virat Kohli has the next highest of 46%. Obviously, because RCB are not a title holder, you're competing with captains who are 5-time champions. So they will definitely have better win percentage. But Virat hasn't done really badly. He hasn't got his hand on the silverware, but then he hasn't done badly. So that is why I feel that you can give one last haul for Virat Kohli, the champion that he is.
I think more than saying I'll give, if Virat has to accept. If Virat says, yes, I want to skipper for the next 3 years, it's a done deal. There is absolutely no doubt about it. It all depends on what Virat wants to do. And I think he will also take some, there's no tearing hurry to announce this, but he'll also take time to reassess once the Border Gavaskar trophy is over, if there is going to be a Champions Trophy. After that is the IPL. So I think there's plenty of time, because a captain will not dictate the auction. Because I think even when Virat was captain, he was not sitting at the auction. And anyway, he's in Australia, so he's not going to be sitting in the auction. Yeah. So I think they have time. But if Virat expresses even the slightest interest, yeah, they'll go for it, obviously. There's no doubt at all.
Yeah. And then another thing is that I think Virat Kohli leading RCB is also interconnected with the auction, right? Because depends on what players you get as well. In case they decide, okay, we want to look at leadership option, if they go shopping, they have the money. Like you said, 83 crores available with RCB. KL Rahul looks a good option. He's a Bangalore boy, has played for RCB before, so he will definitely be on the radar. Rishabh Pant is a likely option. Good leadership material. So are we realistically looking at these two players possibly coming to RCB because they have the money strength to get these leadership options who are great as well?
Absolutely. And I think it's more KL Rahul probably than RCB, because you want that local connect also now that, you need at least one local player there. And RCB is a very, very, I think probably the most popular franchise, and their marketing team is really kick-ass. They're very, very good, and they will market him as the face of the franchise along with Virat. So I think KL Rahul to RCB seems a very, very natural fit. And look, you have to be prepared to shell out 18 to 20 crores at a minimum for KL Rahul, which I think RCB are, which is why they've cleared their purses. I think more than Rishabh to RCB, KL to RCB seems like a more natural fit to me, because they do need a wicketkeeper batsman as well, because DK is now the batting coach.
Yeah. Definitely, they need a wicketkeeper batsman. Rishabh Pant also good option, but then will he be available at a price that they will? That is the question here, because like you have mentioned, Kings 11 Punjab and Ricky Ponting will be hunting for Rishabh Pant, and even probably Delhi Capitals will have their say. Maybe Chennai will throw their rope in. We don't know with Rishabh Pant many things, but then some of the senior players, Pratham, in Royal Challengers Bangalore have been let go. I was personally surprised with Faf. He led well, but then still they have said that, okay, Faf, you go to the auction, we'll try to get you back. I don't know whether they're going to get you back. I just let them back. Glenn Maxwell, good decision. Please don't retain him. We said on Cricket with Badri's agent. Mohammad Siraj has been with them for a while. So these three players have gone in and RTMs are available. Are we realistically looking at your thoughts? I just want your thoughts, then I'll share mine. Are we realistically looking at these players coming back to RCB?
I think it is a conscious decision, Badri. Sometimes when you can get the same, I mean, it's like a sale, right? If you're going to buy something for $100, but it's going to be on sale in 3 weeks' time at $70, you're going to go ahead and buy it. So I think it's not like they didn't want Faf. They felt they could get Faf at a lower price, and if Faf is available and they have an RTM, remember, they will definitely go after Faf. Faf supremely fit and looks absolute team man. He'll do anything. He'll field on the boundary even if he's the captain. So he'll do it. Glenn Maxwell, I think it's over. That RCB relationship with Glenn Maxwell, I think they're divorced. It's done. I don't think he's coming back. Siraj, for all his effort and bluster, I don't think he's a pure T20 bowler. I think he's better off bowling a test match lengths and ODIs. But Siraj will have buyers. Obviously, Indian pacers are at a premium. So Siraj will have buyers. I don't think he's coming back to RCB. There's one player I definitely like. I've talked about him quite a bit. And RCB will use the RTM for Will Jacks, because he lent that balance to them, and Faf and Virat were opening, and Will Jacks at 3. He provided the muscle, and then Rajat Patidar came and took over the spinners. So I think, Will Jacks is a strong candidate to be bought back.
To be put back, yes. As far as my thoughts go, Faf, yes, I think RCB will go for him, and rather will try to get him. I think they have done the approach this auction smartly by releasing Faf and probably getting him back, because Faf is not in the right side of 30s. He is a leadership material. You can keep him as a backup, and he's an excellent opener along with Virat Kohli, excellent fielder, senior player. So many boxes will be ticked. Faf is a definite pick according to me. Definite no pick is Maxwell. You called it right, Pratham. It's divorced. Honestly, it's not a good divorce. It's a bad divorce. There are good divorces and bad divorces. So Glenn Maxwell is a bad divorce. I think that relationship is just gone. They invested a lot in him, and Maxwell is never fired in IPL. I don't know why. Some players are there, they play well for Australia, but he's never fired. Probably Kings 11 is one option where Maxwell will be going at because of Ricky Ponting, is what I'm
And
thinking.
he was already in Kings 11 at one point. So yeah,
Yes.
could go back to Kings 11. You never know.
Incidentally, one of his best seasons is with Kings 11. If at all there is
Correct.
one.
And
Maxwell.
to be fair, Badri, this not the 2024 season, but he had a very good IPL for RCB in 2023. So 2024 went bad when I think Siraj had more boundaries than Maxwell. There was some stat that I remember, but yeah, I think he had one good season with.
Let's not forget to mention Siraj had more boundaries in batting.
Yeah,
Not in
batting, and
Siraj had more boundaries with batting than Maxwell.
So Glenn Maxwell is, if he gets on a roll, he's phenomenal. He'll win you games, and he does that for Australia very, very often, especially in the big ICC events. He comes through for them, so that's what he does. But all IPL teams have been waiting for that 1 year of brilliance from Maxwell, where he can actually, if he can play well in the eliminator and the final, he wins you the tournament, right? So it's like that. So everybody takes a punt on him. Somebody will pay mad money for Maxwell. There's no doubt about it, but I don't think it's going to be RCB. Couple of other players I think will definitely be on the radar of RCB and should. There is a player called Manoj Bandage who was there in the squad who did not get a game. He's a good all-rounder, a terrific hitter at the death, a local boy. They should definitely look at him. And Abhinav Manohar also, who's the Gujarat Titans haven't released, really performed well in the Karnataka Premier League.
Yes. I will tell you another player who will be the radar for RCB is Sarfaraz Khan, right-hand batsman. He's been with RCB, and I know that Virat has a liking for him, and RCB seems to like Sarfaraz Khan. He's playing only in test format for India, but T20 IPL, there is some room for him, is what I think. So probably Sarfaraz Khan will be on the radar, and he'll go for a decent amount in this auction is what I'm thinking. Pratham, Mohammad Siraj is still my pick for RCB. I'll tell you why. Because it's not because of Mohammad Siraj or the bowler that is, because that area, the fast bowler, Indian fast bowler is a rare commodity, Pratham. You don't have many in the top. If you pick top 10 Indian fast bowlers, most of them are retained and most of them are not even in the auction. There are only 1 or 2 in the auction itself. So probably it's a rare commodity, and Mohammad Siraj has to be there in the bag of RCB. So if I'm RCB management, I will bid for him and try to get him. Yes, releasing him, taking a chance to get him at a lower price is a smart move.
He's definitely there on the RCB board. If we can actually take a look at the RCB board, he's there. There's absolutely no doubt about it. He's one of those players they probably felt will let go and get back. How serious are they? We don't know, because if he goes for say 12 crores or 13 crores, then they'll be thinking we could have got him for 11 crores. Why are we bidding 14 crores for him to as a right to match and get him back? But could happen. So yeah, he's definitely on their list. I have no doubt about that. Like you rightly pointed out, a lot of Indian fast bowlers will be in demand, and some of them are already retained. So Siraj is probably in the top 10 Indian bowlers. So definitely he will attract a lot of attention from RCB and others also.
Yeah, they have the option of RTM as well. So probably Siraj and Faf might be the RTM options for Royal Challengers Bangalore. Will Jacks, well mentioned, Pratham, really impressed. He's been great. He can bowl a little bit of off spin as well. In fact, last season, RCB made the mistake of introducing him very, very late in the tournament, isn't it? Me and you, we were discussing in our videos. You mentioned it many times. That please bring in Will Jacks. They have to bring in Will Jacks. As soon as Will Jacks came in, RCB's fortune stains, isn't it, last year?
Yeah, so I think that's when they went on that streak when they were 1-6 or something, or 1-7. They suddenly won 7 in a row and made it to the playoffs. So yeah, Will Jacks, I think, is very much liked by RCB. He'll be on the board, and he's a terrific fielder also. So I think he is definitely an RTM. I have no doubt that Will Jacks is going to come back to RCB.
Yeah. How about Yuzvendra Chahal? He will be on the radar is what I'm thinking, because see, the retained players of RCB, Mohammad Siraj, if they use RTM, Yash Dayal already retained, Rajat Patidar already retained. They definitely need a spinner in their ranks, and none better than Yuzvendra Chahal, Pratham, because the bravery that he has, and he has the experience of bowling in Chinnaswamy, very slow bowler, and this impact player rule has come as a boon, I think, for Yuzvendra Chahal. So Chahal will be on the radar, but you mentioned in our previous video that Chahal will go for a good price of over 10 crores, isn't it?
Yeah. Chahal is going to go for a good price because he's got that wicket-taking ability in T20s. So yeah, Chahal, and he's been with RCB before. I think he's the highest wicket taker in the history of the RCB franchise. So Chahal is somebody they would love to get back, but at what price? See, at the end of the day, the price matters. I know they have 83 crores, but they have to build a squad. They have only 3 players there, so they have to build a squad. And I know these 3 players are in the 11, but you still need at least 7 to 8 sure shot starters in the 11, plus your bench strength. So we'll have to see how that goes, but definitely it'll be. On their wish list. Chahal will be on their wish list. I don't doubt that.
Do you see Washington Sundar as well in the radar of RCB?
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he with RCB at some point? Or was
Yes,
he?
yes. He was with
Ghulam list?
RCB, then he went on to SRH. But then he
Yeah.
didn't have a great time there. But somehow I feel that probably he's someone to look at. Youngster, he's younger, definitely younger than Ashwin. I don't think RCB will go for Ashwin, isn't it? This is my perspective. RCB might not go for Ashwin. They might prefer to go for Washington Sundar.
They probably will go for Washington. So they're younger, better hitter, and quickish off spin suited to the smaller grounds. And he's played there before. So yeah, I think Washi is a possibility. But the thing is, when you get a player like Washi, you've got to use him. Let's agree that he was used terribly by Sunrisers. Of course, Sunrisers made the finals, so we can't deny that. But Washi never played much. I think he probably had a game at Sunrisers, and he's definitely a class player. He's a player who can play all 3 formats for India. So very surprised that a club team picked him and didn't use him. So I think wherever Washi goes, he needs to be used well, because he's that kind of a player. You need to give him that freedom, saying that go and do your thing. We're not going to drop you for 4-5 games. He seems to be that kind of a player. So I think that switching topics, the current team management in India really seem to value him, and he's delivered. He delivered in both the test matches in Pune and Mumbai. But yeah, definitely Washi is going to be on a lot of players' radar, Badri, just not RCB. In fact, he could be on Chennai's list also. He's a local boy. Bring him back to Chennai.
Talking about RCB, you mentioned so much about local talent, but CSK don't have any local talent. Hopefully, they will get some local talent and then make us all happy. But then let's wait and watch. Thank you, Pratham, for coming on Cric It with Badri and sharing your thoughts.
Always a pleasure, Badri. Thank you.
All these players on RCB. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And press the bell icon as well. Whenever we post a video, you will get a notification. This video was presented to you by DIVO News. Take care. See you guys with a lot of content. Once again, bye.